You know, no more Mr. Nice Guy. And Jason Johnson is a political science professor who I hear watched it in a bar. So I want to know what the crowd's reaction was, other than the crying Yankees.
You know, I know that was what interesting. Mostly it was sad Yankees fans, but I was surprised. People got silent when Barack Obama answered Romney's sort of attack about Libya. I mean, you could have heard a rat dancing on cotton. I mean, it was really, really interesting. I think the president, that's probably one of his strongest answers, and it was a really powerful way for him to end the debate. That was the one time everyone was quiet.
And this is the part where then Candy Crowley then fact-check the statements from Governor Romney.
Right,
okay.
As to whether or not Obama had said it was a terrorist attack. I think that was probably Romney's lowest point in the entire debate.
Okay, but most people are saying it was a draw. So tell me about some of the high points from Governor Romney.
Well, I think Romney actually answered the first question better. I thought he was doing well at the beginning. I think he did a much better job of explaining to that young man, look, I'm going to help you get a job. But it really began to change when Obama challenged him around the second question. I think Romney sort of tried to recover ground at the end. So most of the polls seem to be showing Obama has a slight lead, but I thought Romney did better than some people think.
Okay, so there were things that people were supposed to watch for in this. Now, for one, people thought that the president was very flat last time around.
Right.
So how did he come off looking now?
He was much more aggressive. I actually looked at Obama's town hall debate against McCain in 2008, and he was more like that guy. He was assertive, he was aggressive, he actually made the audience laugh once or twice, so I think Obama really did a good job. He's not going to win back any voters that he lost from the first debate, but he certainly inspired a lot of other people and probably made voters who like him more enthusiastic.
Okay, and Governor Romney's high points?
I think Governor Romney's high points were he answered the questions. I think the first few questions he answered better than the President of the United States. The problem is he did not do a good job of making the case for his presidency as much as he did in the first debate.
All right, that's your opinion, right? But tell me about your opinion about this upcoming soundbite that I have right here. Okay. This is what is trending online this morning. So listen to this comment.
We took a concerted effort to go out and find women who had backgrounds that could be qualified to become members of our cabinet. I went to a number of women's groups and said, can you help us find folks? And they brought us whole binders full of women.
Now, binders full of women, it suddenly became a hashtag. Yes. What's wrong with what he said?
I didn't think there was anything wrong. I actually went and fact-checked it myself online, and he was kind of fibbing a bit there. He actually didn't commission that study. It was by a group called Mass Gap, which was by the League of Women Voters. A lot of women's groups, Republican and Democrat, they ordered that study before the election was even over for governor. So Romney was he was kind of fibbing there, but I don't think his statement was wrong. It's just he didn't really come up with that policy.
Okay, but what's binders full of women? Why is that trending?
I don't know. I think people thought it was funny or some sort of weird bondage thing, Freudian slip. I don't know. I didn't think it was a bad statement. It's just not factually accurate.
Okay. Or they were watching from a bar.
Exactly. It was a nice bar. It was a nice bar.
I'm just joking, Jason. Thank you. Appreciate you. Aha! Now we know I was sleepy looking this morning.
That's right.
I'm like, good thing you're a man and you don't have to like go through a metamorphosis in the morning.
Right.
Hi, Bob.
Binder full of women. You go to Kennett Bunkport, you flip through